Hey guys, today is December 14th, 2012. It is a Friday, and it's my last day of the week that I shoot these videos, unless I decide otherwise on Saturday and Sunday. But, let's hop in it. So, there are three things I want to talk about today before I ask you my question of the day. And I actually have two questions of the day today. So, first subject is Google Maps, back on the iPhone. Now, 3 months ago, when Apple updated to iOS 6, they took off the Google Maps app. They replaced it with their own Apple's Maps, and it was highly criticized because it was wrong, or it missed landmarks. It actually missed the Statue of Liberty in New York City, and everyone was like, what's going on, Apple? What did you do this for? But good news has come around, and Google has put out their Google Maps app on the the App Store for your iPhone. It's free to download, and I have to say, after using it for about 20 minutes, 30 minutes, just tinkering around, I actually did like it. It's a lot more robust, a lot more detailed, sorry, and it makes everything better, because you can actually do the street walk, now, and it gives you a little bit of a better view of what your neighborhood or what the place you're looking for looks like. Okay, so the second subject for the day is change. Why do people fear it, and why do I fear it? So, the reason this is on my mind is because through the process of a couple months, everyone's gone through some sort of change in my life, or I've gone through change, and it's hard to really say, but I'm actually a person that doesn't like change that much. I will openly admit that I do not like change in the least, sorry. Once I get into a systematic sequence, I tend to not want to divert from it, and if I do, then I'm thrown off for the day, the week, or the month, and I don't know what it is, but I've never been able to really get used to change, and I'm sure others like you have the same problem I do. I'm not saying everyone does, but that's actually a really common fear. But why do people fear change? And I don't know why people fear change. I know why I fear change. It's because I really don't like it. And sorry, text messages. But like I said, I don't know why people don't like change. I know why I don't. It's because I just get used to that system I'm doing, and when something changes, I feel uncomfortable about it. If it's the same for you guys, that's great. Then I don't feel alone out there in the world. But that's really the reason I don't like change, because when someone develops a system about things, they tend not to want to divert from it. It's their way of thinking, it's their thought process, sort of. But when something changes, it's like, oh my god, I need to fix this now, or I need to change it back to what I was doing. And it's just a whole mess of things, and it doesn't make sense to anyone anymore. And then they're like, I'm changing one thing, so I might as well change everything. And that's what really confuses me about change. I just don't like it. It makes everything so confusing and so different, and I'm not that one person that is like, oh hey, difference every day in life, and relishes the differences every day in life. If you ask me, people like that are really disturbed, because a lot of difference is okay, but too much difference can also be a bad thing. Now, the third topic of the day is probably the one I feel the strongest about, and it's probably the strongest you guys feel about in this vlog. But today you guys may have heard of the shooting in Connecticut, Newton, Connecticut to be specific. To be more specific, Sandy Hook Elementary School in Newton, Connecticut. It's Newton, Connecticut's a city of 28,000 people, and if you guys didn't hear what happened on the news today, like I said, there was a shooting at Sandy Hook Elementary School. What a man did was, a 20-year-old man went to the school and he shot kids and adults. And if I read this right during my psychology class today, when I got home, the death toll is still kind of undetermined. The last time I checked, which was about an hour ago, it was at 28 people. 20 kids, 8 adults. Now, the reason this guy did this, I don't know why. Maybe he was depressed. Maybe he was mentally challenged. I don't know. I wouldn't ask him because, well, 1, he's dead, and 2, I wouldn't want to risk my life. But for all those that were affected by it, I'd like to say I'm sorry for your losses. I really wish I could have helped in some way, and I really do feel sorry that you guys lost loved ones, and young loved ones at that. It's not fair to see some 4, 5-year-old, 10-year-old lose their life. They're so young, and it really does piss me off that some people in this world can do things like this and feel so heartless about it. It really boggles my mind. Another thing that I was kind of mad about was the president. Now, I know he's the president and all, and he's supposed to have a very level way of talking about things, especially to press, but when all you can say about a shooting in Connecticut, specifically about kids, or shooting anywhere, and especially involving kids, you don't call it, you don't have, when you project your feelings, you don't project them as an enormous sympathy. You need, I know you can't have, sorry, I know when you're president you're supposed to have personal opinions about things, because you're the president, you're supposed to be appealing to everyone, but I think this should be one of those rare occasions where you can and should, because people lost their lives today, and it's not something that should be taken as press material. If anything, it should be treated more as a personal thing. But I don't know. Whatever you guys really think, I'd like to know. Which really brings, sorry, not a text message. People blowing up my phone. I'm sorry. Anyway. That brings me to my questions of the day. I have 2 of them, like I said. Question 1. What are your feelings about the Sandy Hook Elementary shooting in Newton, Connecticut? And number 2, how do you guys feel about change? Do you like it? Do you dislike it? Is there a certain moment in your life where you changed and you found it better or worse for you? Stuff like that, yeah. So, comment down below, share, like, favorite this video, and I'll see you guys maybe Saturday or Sunday, but for sure Monday. Alright guys, signing off.